Now to the story, 13 people have been killed in a road crash between a bakkie and a taxi on the R40 road in Hoedspruit in Limpopo. The cause of the crash is yet to be determined. For the latest on this now, we cross live to reporter Katlego Nyoni, who joins us now for the latest. So Katlego, what more do we know about this devastating crash?
Good morning, Mxolisi, and to our viewers. Mxolisi, tragedy has struck the families of 13 individuals whom we know perished in that horrific crash along the R40 in Hoedspruit. We understand at this stage that they were traveling from Hoek in Mpumalanga to their places of work in Hoedspruit when that horrific accident happened. Preliminary investigations, Mxolisi, reveal that it was a head-on collision. We know that it involved a bakkie as well as a minibus taxi. 10 people from the minibus taxi died after it caught fire and was engulfed in flames, whereas 3 from the bakkie died and 3 others were then injured and transported initially to Tinzwalo Hospital in the Mpumalanga province. We understand now that they were then readmitted at a hospital in Pretoria, while investigations are still continuing, Mxolisi, following that crash, which occurred just a minute before 7 a.m. on Saturday. Let me bring in the MEC for Transport and Community Safety in Limpopo, Mayor Violet Mathe, to just explain to us regarding the latest. Thank you for your time this morning. Of course, this is quite a sad moment and devastating news for the families of the people that lost their lives, MEC.
Thank you, and let me take this opportunity to greet all the viewers at home and also to pass our sincere condolences to all the families and friends of all the people that perished on that accident, and also to pass our condolences on behalf of Limpopo province to the other province, which is Mpumalanga, where those people were coming from. In the morning yesterday, we received the call that there is an accident at R40 next to Kapama and Hoedspruit. So I went there. When I arrived, I found that 13 people have died on that accident after the taxi has caught fire and the other bakkie caught fire. So in the bakkie there were 6 Indians who were coming from Hoedspruit side, and the taxi was coming from Akonuk going to Hoedspruit. So they collided after the taxi was overtaking. So one of the occupants in that taxi was a young child who was going to school in Hoedspruit because it was a sports day yesterday. So the 9th includes the taxi driver and the 8 people who were working at one fruit and veg at Hoedspruit called La Bamba. So that's what happened, and all the 13 bodies have been taken to Letaba Hospital for further processing. But late in the evening, I received a number and the names of all those that perished on the accident, the 13 of them. But the police and the hospital management are going to continue with the identification of the body through the DNA. So we'll be waiting for the report from the hospital management as well as the law enforcement.
And MEC, sadly, the occupants of the minibus taxi were bent beyond recognition. As you mentioned, that you are still awaiting a report from the people that are investigating this particular accident. Do you have any idea of the time frames as to when families can then start, being informed and identification processes, MEC, starting to take place?
Yesterday, all the family members were there at the scene. They were all there, and they even went to the police station to give the police all the names of all the people that died on the scene. And even the Indian community were there also to go and identify that people. But all the processes of identifying who are those people are going to be starting tomorrow, because those people bent beyond recognition, the 13 of them. Even the 3 that are transferred to hospital are bent also. But we don't know about their condition for now.
And we understand you also had a strategy meeting to figure out a way forward. Can you take us through the points that you discussed in terms of how maybe these families are going to be assisted with both yourselves as the Limpopo provincial government, perhaps working with the Mpumalanga province?
All of that one will be communicated by the Premier of the province, since we made her aware that there is an accident. So far, the only person from Mpumalanga was only the ward councillor from Greenville who was there. So from tomorrow, we'll be communicating with Mpumalanga to make sure that those people are fair and also are given a fair send-off by both the families and the province, but we will be there to support them.
MEC Violet Mate, thank you very much for your time. Of course, Nkolisi, devastating news affecting these 13 families of the individuals that lost their lives following that crash between a minibus taxi as well as a bakkie. The MEC mentioning that there was a learner in the minibus taxi who was going to school to attend sports day, indicating that the Premier of the province, Dr. Poppy Ramathuba, will communicate further as to how the provincial governments of the two provinces plan then to intervene here and assist the families of the deceased. Will you see?
Right, Katlego Nyoni, thanks very much indeed for that update.